Back here on Inside High School Sports, where I got the man himself, Mr. DN, the tight end, the all end from El Dorado High School Wildcats here, Mr. Ahmad Young. Ahmad, man, it's been a long time coming. It was your senior year. Kind of tell us how the season went from, back in the summer to the spring to the fall and to the postseason play for you.
I mean, during the summer, I was ready for the season to start. Get to show my leadership skills and how I want to carry a team to our goal that we set during the season. So that's really the biggest thing that I really care for. Another one is being dependable to my coaches and my younger teammates. That's probably the biggest thing that I look forward out of this whole season. But when the season started, the season went by too fast. We had a kind of a rough start after we beat Camden.
Hey, so, you say you beat Camden, that was a big time game, a very big thing that we do for both communities to give back for the young men, young women, for both cities, Save-A-Side Showdown. That's always circled on the calendar here. This was our second year, so how big was that for you to actually get that trophy back here in Union County?
I've been playing against Camden for a long time. And the atmosphere when it's El Dorado versus Camden, besides any sport, it's always gonna be something big. And that's really what's special about it. But especially when it's something on the line, bragging rights, I gotta get it.
So you said, the environment is always different when you play Camden. I mean, the people, everybody's there, everybody support. Every fan, no matter Wildcat fan, Camden fan, Fairview fan, it doesn't matter. Everybody comes out to actually support. So, did y'all actually win that trophy this year? Or did y'all borrow it, or what would you say happened at that game?
We won that trophy, and I might not be there next year, but I know the trophy gonna be there next year. So, that's one good thing I'm not worried about next year.
Well, you went on, you came out week one, y'all beat Camden Fairview, great ball game from the start to finish. It was exciting. Was not a dull moment in that ball game. Nobody could leave the stands. That's one of the biggest games. During the season, you all had some issues, new coaching, brought a lot of disciplinary, accountability to the team. Some guys didn't want to take heed to that, but you were one of the guys that was a leader on and off the field and say, hey, this is what we have to do if we want to be successful. And you and your teammates, struggled a few games, but you all got opportunity to go to the postseason. How big a difference was when you went from, struggling during the season, and next thing you know, y'all was underdogs in a few games, and here y'all gonna start reeling off these big wins.
So when the team gets a new head coach, the hardest thing that the most pressure is on is the seniors, because they've been there the longest. So they know how the system goes, they know how everything flows. So you expect them to take leadership throughout the season and show the other guys what they're supposed to do. Yeah, we had a rough start. We had a lot of people look down on us. Even some of our fans were we overlooked that, because we knew the main goal. We knew we had games left, and we know anything can happen, especially with the state championship on the line. So anything could happen,
Yeah, you say, different, especially when you're a senior and you've been dealing with this coach system. Now it's like, okay, he don't know anything about me. What's going to happen? But the best thing to do for a senior is to say, hey, here we go. New coach, same mentality, same attitude. Work hard, do the right thing on out the field, and guess what? We want to be able to take a trip to Little Rock, something that the El Dorado Wildcats are very, very familiar of doing. Came up a little short, had opportunity to actually get to the postseason. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But what was one of the biggest games that you all had that you all was actually underdogs in conference play?
Little Rock Catholic.
And everybody had this circle. They were like, there's no way they're going to beat Little Rock Catholic, because Little Rock Catholic at the time, it was in the top 10 in the state. And you all came in, was it at your place or was it on the road? Or was
it was in War Memorial. It was in Little Rock Catholic. It was in Little Rock.
And so that's even big when you're able to go on the road to win a game like that. Mm-hmm. And, just walk me through that game. I know I saw some highlight film. Kind of walk me through quarter by quarter, just a little summary of each quarter, how it actually took place.
So, we we know we underdogs. We know that like we're not supposed to win this game, but we have to win this game to secure a playoff spot in the playoffs. Going into the game, you know, rough start, but you know it's like a lot of comebacks happen. You know, it's 21-0 in halftime, so people are already saying that we lost this game.
Who was down 21?
We were down 21-0.
Oh, man, I didn't even know that. God, I would have gave. I'd have walked out the stadium by then.
Yeah, we were down 21-0 halftime. We knew that like anything can happen when you put your mind to it, and we know like we made a comeback before. We can make a comeback again against any team. Doesn't matter who it is, where we at. So we knew what to do. We had some talking in halftime in the locker room and got to work second half. So
I'm not going to ask you how that conversation went because I can only imagine. But you know, that's the great thing about special football. It's two halves to it. You know, 21-0 is not, you know, it sounds like it's a lot, but there's only 21 points. All you got to do is come out the second half, hold them to nothing, and score 22 points. So y'all come out at the half. How did that second half go? How many points did y'all give up this second half?
Second half, we gave up 0 points and scored 22 unanswered points. So.
I guessed that. I didn't even know how many y'all actually scored. I really guessed it. That's the thing about it. So that's the thing about going to the locker room, recouping, get your mentality. Came out, you know, that's the thing about it. Come out slow. And sometimes you find yourself in a deficit like that, but you have to work hard. But, you know, like you said, it's two halves to the game. You all came out, and you had some pretty big plays that ball game.
Yes, sir. I knew what was at stake, and I knew that some guys were like, we need to step up and be a leader, take action. So that was a time where somebody needed to do that. So I decided to.
And also, you know, y'all was down. You needed to win about 3 of the last 4 ball games. Well, maybe not even 3, probably 2 of them. But you all end up winning just about all the rest of the remainder of the season to get into the postseason. Very big, and that's what El Dorado Wildcats football is all about, getting to the postseason. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about the postseason play.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We inside the high school, young lives matter. Yeah, we about to bless you with all this talent. We got all the superstars, pick one like a ref.
Catholic Rockets up 14-0, big third down play. Down goes Jackson England, the big cat, Ahmad Young.
Back here on Inside High School Sports, got the DN, the tight end, Mr. Ahmad Young here on the set with me. Been enjoying watching you and talking with you about a little football. So we talked a little bit about the regular season, how, you know, the controversies, the stuff that you all had in the state, and how tough it was to get to where you want to be at first, and then losing the fan base at times. You know, I know a lot of talk, and, you know, it just come with the game. You know, you can't win them all. You're not going to lose them all. But the thing about it, you all stuck together as a team and got an opportunity to go into the postseason. So postseason play, you know, y'all took on
Pulaski Academy.
The Pulaski Academy, the University of Pulaski Academy, which, you know, at times y'all had them on the ropes as well. You know, some things went well. How, just playing a school of that caliber, how's the atmosphere playing on PA?
I mean, it was a lot of energy because we know PA, they lost some games before, and we know that like Greenwood is the only team that can consistently beat Pulaski Academy. So, you know, we came in with a lot of energy. I mean, we were in the ball game first half. You know, the score was close. It was a 1 point difference at halftime, 13-12. Now that was a good thing. We were up, so, you know, like we had the advantage right now. But we knew, like, it's Pulaski Academy. They're not gonna stop until they get what they want. So, but
so I got a question with Pulaski Academy. You know, I've seen this over the years. What is something that they do that nobody else does? It got to be crazy to do.
Doesn't matter the down and distance on 4th down. They can be 4th and 1 or 4th and 35. They gonna go for it, and 9 times out of 10 they get it. And that's the hugest thing that like sticks out to me, because I mean NFL teams don't even do that. So.
And it's difficult to stop doing the defensive that you have to get out there and stop them 4 downs in a row to get off the field. You know, usually the teams are set up say, we want 3 and out, we good. For them, it's 4 and out. And the difficult, you gotta think about it. You gassed.
Right.
4 downs, you already, third down is one of the most, they say it's the money down. But for a D lineman, especially D end, 3rd and long, that's the most nervous down and the most intense down is a 3rd down. But when you gotta say, okay, now I gotta recoup and wait the 4th down to do that, how difficult was the transition of knowing it, like, man, this is crazy?
So, like, 3rd down, it can get tough because you have a 50-50 decision, because you want to stop the 3rd down, but like, they're going to go for it on 4th down no matter what. So, if you give your all on 3rd down, even if you already gassed, you're going to be even more gassed on 4th and 27. So,
That's why I tell you, that's very difficult to stop somebody, but a lot of schools don't take that chance. I wouldn't take that opportunity. I've seen them backed up on their own goal line and go for it on 4th down. And it could be 4th and 20, and they're like, man, they break out a big one. Like, man, really? It's like, dang, do you have the guys on your side, or what is it? But they got that's been the system for them forever. Even for Coach Lucas was there, Coach Kelly was there. He done the same thing. He put that system in 4th down. He said, what's the odds? Like, I punt the ball, it go 30 yards. Hey, what's gonna happen? So it's just like, he don't even roll the dice. He say, okay, you already know what to do. Which, it can get you beat, or it can help you win, or, finish the game. It's all about ball control with them. So you all play at PA, underdogs as well. Who's not gonna be an underdog in PA? When PA Greenwood, you like, okay, man, they already. But you all get up there. I'm looking at the halftime score like, man, they finna shock the world. They finna go to the 2nd round. What were some things that, I know it was like, what's some things differently that you all could have done that you think that would have helped you all out with PA?
Really, it's like the mental and emotional support we had on the sideline. When we played against Catholic, you heard like everybody yelling every play, like doesn't matter what happened after the play. In PA, like you would expect your teammates to cheer you on if you're losing or winning.
Yeah.
And in PA, it was silent, it was dead, there was like no energy to drive the players on the field, and that was one thing that was like that I didn't agree with, because it's PA, it's the playoffs, you're supposed to cheer every play.
Hey, playoffs, that record, I don't matter if you were 4-7 and you in the playoffs. The whole mentality, the whole mind, those records, those wins that you got before then, they only got you there. Everybody's 0-0 right now.
Right.
It's a new season. It's postseason play. So you would think people don't understand how big the sideline, the stands, the importance of them cheering you all on. Let them know that you're in the house. No matter how bad the play is, no matter how bad the play call was, or the ref made a bad call, the fan base plays a big part of the ball game. Cheerleading, people like, man, ain't no cheerleaders here, it's quiet. But your fans, your teammates play a big part. If you're on the sideline cheering on, how important it is for your teammate, if nobody else cheers for you, how important is it for any style of a ball game?
So, like, for your teammate to be cheering for you is like real important. That's the person gonna be doing damage with on the field. So those are the people you expect the most out of, because they're the ones in battle with you. Everybody else is just spectating. So the people that are in battle with you, they're supposed to cheer you on and have your back no matter what. So.
Yeah, and man, you put it well. When you talk about everybody else just spectating, half of the spectators don't have a clue, never touched the field, never played football. If you gave them football or basketball, they couldn't tell you the difference in it. But when you have your teammates, the one that you've been on the gridiron with, that you've been in battle with from spring camp, fall camp, now you're here went through the season, now you're in the postseason. It should be a different vibe, a different attitude towards the team. But that comes with growing pains, and they'll get there, and they'll feel the difference when they're on the field. It makes a big difference when you in that predicament. But postseason is over, football season is over, regular football season over, and you picked up some big honors. It's always good to feel good. Got some recruit calls. Got to make that decision. That's something we're gonna let you think about that for a few seconds, and we're gonna come back and talk about the award honors and where you're gonna be playing on the next level.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. We inside the high school, young lives matter. Yeah, we bout to bless you with all this talent. We got all the superstars, pick one like a rapper.
Catholic Rockets up 14-0. Big third down play. Down goes Jackson, England. The big cat, Ahmad Young.
Back here on Inside High School Sports, well, I got the next level defensive end, tight end. I don't know what position he's going to play in college, outside linebacker. Who knows? But we do know he'll be playing somewhere on Saturdays, and that's some things that we'll talk about. But let's talk about some of this in-season stuff that you did: the tackles, the sacks, the TFLs, the pass breakups. Like, man, a pass breakup. You got all those as well. And let's talk about some of those season awards that you received as well.
So I received all conference. It's kind of a big deal for me. Got nominated to play in the All-Star game against Louisiana, so that's also a big thing. But really, like, the biggest thing is like receiving a football scholarship. Like, over everything that happened, being doubted by like classmates, some teammates, fans, like parents of your teammates. The biggest thing that sits with me is being humble after you've proven them wrong. Not to rub it in. Like, I let the results like speak for itself.
Hey, it is what it is. But you going in, get the chance to play. Now, do you know the date of that All-Star game? We gotta let people know, because I gotta make sure I'm there. And hopefully, we plan on being on the sideline. I gotta find out the inside of that.
I haven't received any further information.
Well, we need to get that information. Hey, we in there. We will approve, stamp that approved. But I'm excited for it. So get a chance to play in the All-Star game as well. All conference. Getting some looks. Got some offers. We're not going to reveal any offers yet. Mm-hmm. D2 offers, and then put some potential D1. You right at 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", wingspan. What'd you say, about 6'8", 6'7",
6'8"?
And see, this is where it all comes into play. Everybody's like, man, how you gonna play D1? How can you play D? It's all about inches. There's some 6 feet guys that cannot play on that D1 level due to length, especially playing in the defensive end position. So you have the height, and also you have the length, and you ain't finished growing yet. You're not finished growing. So looking at about playing DN, put your hand on the ground, or you can play the 2-point stance or whatever. You have that ability. Now, say you want to play on the next level. How have you prepared yourself to play on Saturdays?
Play on Saturdays. I mean, I know a lot of guys that, like, when we won our state championship 2 years ago, a lot of guys want to play college football. They play on Saturdays every Saturday. So I would text them after I received my first scholarship. I would text them and I would call them and ask them how did they prepare mentally and physically for it, because college and high school are nowhere close on competition, skill-wise, and dedication. So it's like going to the next chapter of your life that you have to forget about high school, because it just doesn't matter.
Hey, I'm so glad. Yeah, you know what? I already mentally, and just talking about how you just, said that, totally different. And you said the mental aspect of the game. A lot of guys, a lot of athletes in every sport don't understand. Yeah, the physical ability is going to be there. Because you run, you lift weights, you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger. But that mental aspect of the game, man, that's totally different. And when you get, a lot of people say, majority of any sports, as an athlete, is the mental aspect of it. How are you going to go through controversy? How are you going to match up with, not 5 defensive ends, but you got 25 defensive ends that you're competing for a spot, that you all are on the same playing field. You're not just competing against the guys that I grew up with, that physicality, I know I got it. But you actually got to be over there, even when, things you think should go your way, but it don't. And do you give up? See, a lot of guys just say, hey, man, I'm done with football. I'm walk off the field. And they never play another down. We just wasted talent. How are some things that you're already put into place to get to that moment by just getting your body and your mind ready for the next level of life. You only have maybe, 3 more months of school, regular school. So now it's time for you to start preparing yourself for the next phase of life. What are some things that you're putting in place? I know academically you're already there, because if you went academically there, they wouldn't even be talking to you right now. You wouldn't be ready to sign for NIL. So what are some things that you're putting in place to make sure that you'll be successful for the next level?
One thing that it's like the biggest, first it's obviously God, because leaving high school to go to college to continue your dreams, that's a big thing, and to be blessed with an opportunity like that. Second is you can't go a certain amount of distance just to go a certain amount of distance. You gotta have a reason, you gotta have a purpose on why you're going this far. And so mine is like, nobody has done this in my family. And so I want to be the first to do it, and I want to keep driving to do that, because I want to submit my name so people remember me a certain way, a positive way.
And that's the thing about it, a lot of people don't go into on the next level of the mentality like, man, I got to get it. Because this ain't just for me, it's for my family, it's for my people, for the sayers and naysayers. It's for people that have invested in you, and that's the way you can always pay them back. A lot of people think, I'm gonna pay them back financially, but just doing the right thing, being successful, living out your dream, and not only your dream, it's your family dream is be able to see you on Saturday. Man, how big is that? Going from playing on Mondays, Thursdays, now I'm playing prime time on the weekend where everybody's off and get a chance to come see me play.
That's big, so a lot of people did not expect it, and that's one thing I'm glad about, because I get to shock a certain amount of people, We will watch other people that we knew play in college, play on Saturdays, but one thing for now is they have to come watch me, cause it's I'm their son, I'm their brother, so they have to come watch me.
It's all about a mind, that's the thing about it, to be able to invest it and get a chance to watch you, man. Hey, then they give me somewhere else I can be too, so it's always good. I love Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Saturdays, wherever you go, you know what to do, you know what it takes, the mentality. Continue to do what you're doing. Like you said, keep God first. Time's gonna get rough, gonna get tough, man. It's not for everybody. I'm just gonna tell you, it's not for everybody, but your mentality and your abilities and everything put you in the right spot. It's up to you what decision, where you gonna go, where you gonna play. Don't go too far, man. Unless, it's just out the roof and everything is, I read them fine lines and they real nice, we can work with it. Man, don't go way out where we have to take off months and months, because then you gonna owe us. You gonna owe us, but man, we're so proud of you here in El Dorado, through the surrounding areas, being watch you as you was in Pee Wee League all the way up to now high school, ending that career on a great note. It's always good. It's not how you start.
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish.
Yes, sir.
So now you finished high school football on a high note, on a high level. Now you get ready to transition over in a few months to the college level. And now you got 4 to 5 years to lead it on a high note. And then, hey, the sky's the limit. Hey, check this. I always tell everybody, I'm going to end on this. You're one step away from the money. From the money.
The money.
The bag.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, man, it's been a joy talking with you. We'll be talking to you on the next level. Come back and see me, We always look for a follow-up interview as well. Yeah. Enjoy this time, the last few days of your high school career, as you get ready to go transition to college, and just have fun.
Yes, sir.
And this is today's episode of Inside High School Sports.
Yeah. We inside the high school, young lives matter. Yeah, we about to bless you with all this talent. We got all the superstars, pick one like a rapper.
Catholic Rockets up 14-0, big third down play. Down goes Jackson, England, the big cat, Ahmad Young.